Hello and welcome to the Loco Leeds football channel with my official Facebook group partner Leeds Plus. It's Jinder Jade, and I bring to you another Leeds United daily news video. And as you can see on the title, it's a little bit of a falling out from yesterday's horrible defeat against Liverpool. So most of the stories are probably based around the game. But one little tidbit that you can just see is Manchester City have been linked with Kalvin Phillips. Now, this is going to happen, I think, anytime Leeds lose to the so-called Big Six clubs, where our star man is going to get linked with them. But what they're saying is, and I can go to the source itself, it's according to Fajessis, Pep Guardiola has been impressed by Phillips' transformation under Marcelo Bielsa and believes that the England international would strengthen his squad in a key position. Now, the key position that they are talking about is Fernandinho, their veteran midfielder. You know, he's on his maybe last season or so at Manchester City. It's all about replacing him. So I can see where the logic is coming from, and Guardiola sees Kalvin Phillips as the perfect fit. Yesterday we saw Jamie Floyd Hasselbank also saying that it's important that Leeds finish in a strong position in order for us to keep the likes of Kalvin Phillips and Rafinha. So that's the little transfer news that will be coming all the time. Like I said, anytime we lose to these big clubs, our star men are going to be linked. Junior Firpo has heavily been criticised for his performance against Liverpool, and it was criticised by Tim Sherwood. He actually destroyed the Leeds United defender, Junior Firpo. And, you know, you've got to think that it's all well, these pundits saying all this about our players, and especially Junior Firpo, who's just come back from injury. I think it is a bit. I think it's a bit difficult for him to come straight in, and he's not at full fitness. He's marking Mohamed Salah, and it is a difficult task for any defender. But Sherwood goes on, and he wasn't impressed and insisted that the left back had a terrible afternoon, and he even said wished he never got out of the bed for the game. So stuff like that. I think these pundits do go in very, very hard against Leeds United. You know, it's one of them things, like I said, digging Firpo out was uncalled for and unjust. I think it was just a poor performance for Leeds against Liverpool, and Liverpool just dominated us. And sticking with pundits, and let's talk about Ali McCoist. Ali McCoist is a wonderful, wonderful pundit, I find. He always says some decent things about Leeds United. And I think he's spot on here. Because what he's just said, he's actually questioned Jurgen Klopp. Um, the way he handled this whole injury with Harvey Elliott was so, you know, I know what Jurgen is like. He was in the referee's ear. There was no need for him to do that. But for him to go in just all with his Liverpool hat on, there's two players involved. Harvey Elliott, yes, it's a terrible injury. We don't wish that upon anybody. But another young player who was involved in it and who inflicted the injury, not by any malice at all, was Pascal Strike, and he had no remorse for Strike. And so in McCoist, I'm glad he actually alluded to it. McCoist insisted it was never a bad tackle, and that Klopp should have been more sympathetic with the with Pascal Strike, because he was distraught after that tackle as well. He also went on and said, I think Klopp could have been a bit better with the Leeds player. And he also said that obviously the main thing is the injury to Harvey Elliott, and he wishes him a speedy recovery, but it wasn't a bad tackle, and it wasn't a red card. It was awkward. That's all it was. The guy clearly will be distraught over what's happened. So these are the little things that, they do make and break players. And Pascal Strike, he's a young player, and it must have, you know, played on his mind after the game as well, getting a red card, because he was playing really, really well when he came on for Diego Llorente. But guys, I'm going to leave the video just there. That's the Leeds United Daily News, and I will see you again for tomorrow's Daily News. Thank you for watching. All the best.